Well, the Tommy Maroon Sports Show keeps on going every week, doesn't it, folks? Yes, sirree. 245 is what it is. My goodness, I can't believe I'm keeping track. But anyways, let's look at the Cleveland Guardians, led by a man that you will see in a second, Jose Ramirez. But yeah, 71 runs for Jose Ramirez, 105 hits for Jose Ramirez, 24 home runs for Jose Ramirez, 91 RBIs, I believe, for Jose Ramirez. And the man's got 18 stolen bases. I almost said 16 stolen bases, but that ain't right. It's 18 stolen bases. Looking at the leader for pitchers, I'm going to talk about Tanner Bybee because he's really been the only pitcher qualified for these categories. 8 wins, a 3.58 ERA, 126 strikeouts, a 1.11 whip, and a .225 opponent average. Yes, sirree. We are going to talk about the series recaps first against the San Diego Padres, where the Guardians lost a tough 3-game stand, 2-1. Always rough to see that. And anyways, I believe this is not the game where the Guardians won because that game was on Apple TV. So bear with us. Bear with me, I should say. Guardians won the first game where Dave Fry went 3 for 3 and 2 runs scored, and they had a nice 6-run inning in the 8th inning in Game 1. And then Tyler Freeman had the only hit for Cleveland in Game 2. The only hit. I believe it came in the 2nd inning. And that was outrageous. Tyler Freeman was the only man that wanted to hit for the Guardians. And how lucky was the entire city of Cleveland, because my goodness, another no-hitter for the Guardians against them. That would have been outrageous. And speaking of no-hitters, that guy right there, Michael King, had 6 no-hit innings. Good Lord. Don't see 7 shutout in Game 2. Michael King went 7 innings as well. Gave up 2 hits, both of them in the 7th inning. And the Guardians only had 1 run on 3 hits in the last 2 games. Sounds rough, doesn't it? It sort of continued against the Tigers in the first game because the Guardians got drilled. Had a bunch of hits on Monday. Could not cash them in. Only 2 runs. 2 runs, 12 hits. My God. Austin Hedges had a bunt single, if my memory best serves me right. A bunt single on a RBI as well. So there was that. So good for him. But Tariq Skubal, who may be on the trading block, had 7 innings and 1 run. The left-hander's really been doing a dandy this season for Detroit. He's a Cy Young front runner. And then yesterday, the Guardians finally broke free of their losing ways and won 5-4, courtesy of Stephen Kwan homering, Jose Ramirez homering. Who else homered? John Kenzie Noel homered. He is carrying a .256 average right now, Mr. Noel. And, of course, Xavier Curry won 4.1 innings. Cade Smith picked up the win, the Canadian, with 1.2 shutout. He was on in the 5th inning, so that's why he got the win. And the Guardians were very, very lucky that everyone in the, American League Central lost. And I can't believe it, but the White Sox are on a 9-game losing streak. I said on the radio back on Monday, but the White Sox are must-see TV, not because they're winning, but because they're losing. They had a lead on Monday against the Rangers, up 3-2. And then in the bottom of the 9th, the Rangers tied and ultimately walked it off. And then last night, they were victims of one of those, double steals that you see in high school and Little League play, which was absolutely hilarious to see. Made a difference, too, because they lost by a final score of 3-2, the White Sox. They got the Rangers. They're 29.5 out of the wild card, And 34.5 out of the American League Central. Safe to say they're going nowhere this year. I wish that the Guardians could play the White Sox every day, but it is what it is. Oh, wow. I'm just glad Cleveland won yesterday, and they got the Tigers again today and tomorrow. He'll be Taryn Bybee today, and then Gavin Williams Thursday, and then Ben Lively Friday, Carlos Carrasco Saturday. I don't know who's going to be on the mound Sunday, but I do know it's going to be a big series against the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Home of the best team in the majors right now, so there is that. Enough of the Guardians. More on the high school football season. 30 days to go. Yes, sir. Let me check if it is 30 days until August 23rd. It would be 30 days because I am a smart guy. Anyways, this week we're going to look at the Cleveland West Conference and the Lorain County League. Some smaller schools now, including the Rocky River Pirates, who are going to win the Cleveland West Conference in its inaugural season. So there is that. 9-1 record, 7-0. Westlake Demons will be second with an 8-2, 6-1 record. Buckeye Bucks third, 8-2, 5-2. Buckeyes only 2 losses coming to, of course, Westlake and Rocky River. And then the Bay Rockets will be 5-5, 3-4. Speaking of 5-5, 3-4, that's why I have the Lakewood Rangers. I know they had a rough season last year, but you never know. The North Olmsted Eagles 3-7, 3-4. And the Valley Forge Patriots 2-8, 1-6. And finally the Normandy Invaders 2-8, 0-7. Those aren't really smaller schools compared to the Lorain County League. Well, anyways, I apologize for that, folks. But, yeah, I do apologize. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Rocky River, I believe, is Division 3, Region 10, and I would not be mistaken. And Westlake, Lakewood, North Olmsted, and Valley Forge are all Division 2, Region 6 schools, if my memory best suits me right. Lakewood, North Olmsted, Valley Forge, and Westlake are indeed, yep, according to Joe Idle. By the way, Joe Idle just dropped the schedules for the football season back on the 19th. So thank you, Mr. Idle, for that. Back on Friday, he had updated his high school football website, which is the best high school football website in all of Ohio. It gives you the schedules. It gives you the point rankings. It gives you everything. It is really cool. He does a good job, Joe Idle. He's been doing it since 2000 at the very least. Even the OHSAA says he's a good guy. Normandy is Division 1, Region 1, may I say. Oh boy, I don't know how Normandy is going to fare out there, but hopefully they'll do well. Anyways, time for the smaller schools. Lorain County League. Columbia is going to win that one. They're Division 6, Region 22. Black River, second place, 8-2, 6-1. Then the Clearview Clippers, Firelands Falcons. And then you have the Keystone Wildcats, Brookside Cardinals, Wellington Dukes, and Oberlin Phoenix rounding things out. Of course, the top 5 teams in the Lorain County League aren't too shabby. Big Cleveland West Conference games include Westlake against Buckeye in Week 7. Rocky River hosting Westlake in Week 8. That's going to be a good game. Buckeye playing Rocky River in Week 9. Bay playing Lakewood in Week 9. And Rocky River hosting Bay to clinch a conference championship Week 10. And then you have big Lorain County League games, including Columbia Firelands Week 4. Week 5, you got Black River playing Firelands and Columbia playing Keystone. Clearview against Firelands Week 7. Clearview, Columbia Week 8. Black River, Clearview Week 9. And, of course, Columbia playing Black River Week 10. That will be a winner-take-all showdown, in my opinion, for the Lorain County League. Time for some big non-conference games, which include the first 3 weeks, considering the fact that in high school football, usually your first 3 games are against non-conference foes, and your final 7 are against conference foes. So anyways, Bay against Cleveland Central Catholic week 1, so there is that. And then you have Buckeye against Cloverleaf week 1. That's a Medina County matchup. Cloverleaf is now Division 4, Region 14. My goodness. Can't believe that. Anyways, North Olmsted playing North Ridgeville week 1. Rocky River playing Perkins week 3. That's going to be a good game. Lakewood playing Roosevelt week 3 as well. Perkins beat Rocky River last year 59-28 at their place. So maybe they will take them down again. Now it's time to look at the big non-conference Ring County games, including Clearview against Fairview week 1. Independence playing Columbia week 1. Firelands Vermilion week 2. Cloverleaf Keystone week 2. And Black River Northwestern week 2. Yeah, that might be a bit of a blowout, folks, you might say to yourself, but let me assure you that when Black River played Northwestern last year, it was a close game. Black River wound up winning that one 12-6 in what was a good ball game. So there is that. Hard to believe we've covered 7 conferences, excuse me, considering the fact that the Suburban League is split into 2. So there is that. I would say goodbye, but I brought something. Remember how last week I said to, bring a map and a diagram for the Our Lady of Cedars Lebanese Festival? Well, have no fear. I brought one, and I'm going to show you it right here. Whoops. Right there. If we can focus the camera right there. It's all right. We're all good. Yep, there it is. As you can tell, a lot of stuff. The a la carte has the food, like the lamb and the rice and the peas and the beans. Seriously, and you enter from here, and you can go that line right there or that line right there. There will be a bunch of food, and then the cashier will be right there. So hard to do this, just doing it in the opposite direction. If you go right here from the entrance, you got the outdoor tables, the music, the kids' games, and the desserts. The kitchen's right there. Do not go in the kitchen, folks. The drinks are up here in the corner, right there, which is always good to see. And then you have tables for you to sit right there, tables for you to sit outside as well, tables for you to sit over here. And if you want, there's a silent auction where a bunch of cool stuff is. And there's a storage room right over here. And then right over here you got the grill, more drinks, and more tables. So this is what it looks like, folks. From August 2nd to August 3rd, 2024, what else would it be? From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, sir, enjoy some of the best food you will have. It's going to be a blast. Yes, it looks like a Division I tournament bracket from all the way back out here, but if I were you, I'd go. It's not that far. I think I did the math earlier, considering the fact that, hold on a minute, explore, and then time to go to Our Lady of Cedars, which is where it is. It's 8.1 miles from here, 18 minutes from here, so it's not that far, about 20 minutes from my house. 507 South Cleveland, Massillon Road, for the best food you will have all year. It's a lot of fun. My parents participate, my family participates, everybody participates. It's a whole lot of fun. You don't have to be a fan of the food to enjoy it. You can be just a regular person and enjoy it. But that's just me speaking. Anyways, that's it. That's all the time we have left here on Tommy Maroon Sports Show on WCTV. I'd like to remind you that 30 days till high school football, 45 days till Baldwin Wallace plays Wittenberg. 4 weeks from now will be Tommy's picks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tommy Maroon, thank you for watching. I will see you around.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.